I'm glad you stayed on here on Newsdesk. My name is Kemini Nyamani Amano. Enormous rot has been discovered as the bane of the number of road crashes in the country. That's according to a latest expose by ACE Investigative Report, Anas Arimi Anas. From licensed racketeering to wanton corruption, Ghana's prime roads continue to suffer from a number of road accidents. Here are excerpts from Anas's soul takers.
My name is Anas Arimi Anas. Extreme diseases call for extreme remedies. If you are a bad guy, I am about to knock on your door, and I can tell you it is not nice. What you are about to see today is not pleasant. I would want to warn children under 18 years to desist from watching this film because it will get bloody.
We want to walk the streets of glory, shining around your throne.
Every day, a lot of people get disabled. Accidents result in serious fatalities and serious disability.
17,000 road crashes in a year. The vehicle population is not up to 1.5 million.
With its associated risks of disability, incapacity, and death, road accidents threatens all of us. After an investigative meeting, my team and I decided to approach the situation from 3 different phases. How people acquire licenses at the Dvla and the killer fraud that surrounds it is the first on Soul Takers. We put the spotlight on the driver killers we are forced to share the roads with, a documentary that would be titled Doom.
Somebody's carelessness.
Are you trying to brag me or what?
We uncover corruption on the part of bad cops within the Motor Traffic and Transport Unit of the Ghana Police Service in Bad Cops. We decided to focus on one of the most critical institutions, the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, DVLA, because it is the institution mandated by law to issue driver's licenses to qualified applicants.
The one I did for you, it was express. It didn't reach 1 week. It's now getting to 11, almost 11:10. You can come around 1 o'clock or 12:45.
People make fake licenses and then they're involved in an accident, and then the blame comes to us. Roadworthy stickers is a printing document. People print fake this, just as we have fake malaria drugs. So faking is a major challenge.
The Tiger Eye team wanted to know whether the corruption at DVLA could lead to people issuing licenses to a mentally deranged man, a market woman, and a physically challenged man. All these people have no clue about driving. At Tamale DVLA, we took a picture of this physically challenged man we met here at the Tamale lorry station. Nana Kwame, aka Nana Hotman, a very prominent license maker here at Tamale, agreed to help us.
I don't want to guess, but it will take more than 1 week.
He directed us to pay a full sum of 300 Ghana cedis to his lieutenant. In less than a week, the license was ready. He met us to deliver the license of Wakil Kudus, our physically challenged friend who could not drive and knew next to nothing about driving.
Madam, you like love? I'm back.
Very good, thank you.
With 300 Ghana cedis, we got a license for a physically challenged person who is unable to drive. We met this other mentally deranged man at Medina Market. Considering the rate at which licenses were being given without verification, we decided to test the system again. We might be caught. That is, if the officials at the DVLA are not just focused on money, but the safety of Ghanaians. We proceeded to present his picture to test whether a license could be done for him. We met this hard-working man at the place noted to be the heartbeat of licensing operations in the country, the DVLA headquarters here at 37. We told Billy that the man we have named Bilatia John was an uncle who needed a license to apply for a visa.
How much is this? 1.5. When I come in there, I take the 100. It takes time. Now you are going to program everything into the computer, feed it, and make sure the road print is correct. You can come around 1 o'clock or 12:45. When you come to the eye test and pick my number 0242-646622 Billy Billy. I hope I should backdate it. It will show that maybe they've issued it to him for about a year.
Okay.
Or how do you say it? Well, you can issue it instantly. Then you go to the embassy. They can ask you that when did you come to Ghana and it was issued for you maybe. So I have to do it that maybe he has been using it for 1 year. You understand?
Okay.
And it works that way.
After negotiations, we agreed on 250 Ghana cedis. We made a down payment of 150 Ghana cedis and got assurances from Billy that a license would be ready in days. Days later, we paid 100 Ghana cedis and picked Bilatia John's license.
Yeah, Billy, I design. Check omo ye fake license in Ibino. I will DVLA 37. Oh, onya a bit 3 days, 2 days. And I'm broke. Me who evidence be a chance why you be a movie 2 days, 3 days that only a bit a movie other.
To the eye test. You can come around 1 o'clock. Billy Billy.
All Mr. Abu needed to process a license for a mentally deranged applicant were
the name, the date of birth, the name, the date of birth, and two passport pictures. Let's make it for it. You know 37. Why can't you bring it there? So that I will try and do it. By Friday, you get it. If you bring it today, maybe even tomorrow it can be ready. You know, when you reach the main entrance, you give me a call. I will tell you the office that you come. If you reach the main gate, you just give me a call.
And 400 Ghana cedis. We agreed and paid 300 Ghana cedis up front.
I'll expect it. Okay.
Few days later, we met Mr. Abu under a tree near the DVLA offices. He took his 100 Ghana cedis balance and delivered Jakub Stimayer's license. Mentally deranged men on the streets of Ghana with licenses. So as you can see, it is how much you can pay for a license that matters. With mental patients, a market woman and a physically challenged person all having licenses without having any knowledge of driving and more importantly, without their consent, one could imagine the rot and fraud that is being perpetrated within the licensing division of the DVLA. Meanwhile, There are qualified applicants who have applied for licenses for months, some for years, but are yet to get their licenses delivered.
Right, you can watch the full investigative piece here on Joy News at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. Today. But I have over the telephone Director of Training and Research at the Motor Traffic and Transport Department of the Ghana Police Service, DSP Alexander Obeng. DSP, thank you very much for joining me here on Newsdesk.
Thank you very much.
We'll do this quickly, DSP. And so this is what happens, and it brings your work to naught. What are your reactions to this?
I think when it comes to the and the implications, I think it was a consensus, even prior to this expose, that the stakeholders need to do more to ensure that whatever inhibition, whatever the systemic challenges that there is, be it corrupt facts, be it issues that were raised by and all that, should be tackled head on in order to have a system that the rule of law itself in this thing. And therefore, as far as you are concerned, it's a positive step. Issues that concern DVLA, issues that concern the traffic police personnel and all that, have to be tackled head on and dealt with. It has to do with human resources that are posing challenges.
But you do realize, yes, we do not have time, so let me just butt in quickly. You do realize that it means that it's time for a change of the game plan.
Change for
the game plan, the way we are going about to ensure safety on our roads.
That's what I'm saying, that you need, if someone it has to do with the human being, then of course all of us have to encourage DVLA, and if it has to do with police, to bring more what do you call ICT system that will support. Like now, you go to DVLA, a system that they put in place over time will ensure that human intervention will be eliminated almost completely.
But you, as the traffic men on the road, and those who visit our lorry stations to check, to make sure that the drivers are doing the right thing, what are you doing in terms of tweaking your game plan? We still have some lorry stations where pubs are either within the station or close by, and we can dare say that some of the drivers get drunk.
Oh, well, the issue of drunkenness or taking in of other substances that will impair education and judgment of drivers while driving on the road is an issue that needs to be tackled holistically. But we are looking at only where drinking bars and pubs are located. That may not suffer, because a driver can even bring it from home and it should be in the car as he moves along. So the issue has to do with what regulations do you have to place that check some of these. If they are not there, it becomes sometimes difficult for police to do something. What is important, the rule of engagement is that, like we did practice, police should liaise with local police where these lorry parks are, should liaise with the transport operators. So as and when they go there and do pre-trip checks on drivers and vehicles, like they did at Kwaneshi near lorry park before Easter. I personally got a driver who was drunk because he tested 0.136% on the breathalyzer instead of 0.00 and all that. And he was caught drunk and was arrested. I think these are some of the issues that we need to tackle. Again, we thought that one area that will help to enhance enforcement with regard to the road has to be bringing in certain devices, enforcement devices that will assist the police, and systems like Hotpoint. So these are some of the things.
DSP, like you said, we've known about this problem even before the expose came out. But I don't get the impression that the MTTD was doing anything in its bid to help the situation.
Oh, no. So far, you know, the traffic police is also part of the general police setup we have in the country. And therefore, issues pertaining to corrupt practices and extortion and the denting of police image is being tackled holistically by police administration. I don't think that's what the subject of the discussion is. Otherwise, that we are vigorously pursuing it as an administration. Alongside it, but the traffic police is also looking for ways that to ensure that the public get a better traffic policing service from the personnel. And that is what we're doing, putting more systems in place, like having devices, training them, getting devices.
DSP, I'm thinking that if your men are by the roadside and a driver pulls up with a fake driver's license and you know, everything about that driver does not show that this person can handle the car he or she is having. Perhaps doesn't know some road signs, does not understand, you know, from the interaction with the officer, you realize that the person's demeanor is not of that, of one who knows his way about. Then in that case, the MTTD indeed has a role to play. My thing is, I don't get the feeling from you that indeed the MTTD knows that there are fake licenses, but all we keep hearing is the MTTD collects licenses from people. What do we do about situations like this when someone, you realize someone has a fake license?
As for the difference between a genuine and a fake license, there are so many instances that the Dvla has issued us with some not adequate numbers, but numbers of there are few anyway of license detectors that are issued to traffic officers that assist them in some way. Also, when they suspect is they are very high because of the things that giving them that looking out for certain security marks are not sure. So, retain that license and apply to Dvla.
DSP, we'll continue our conversation later. Unfortunately, we'll have to end it here. But I believe there's a lot more to talk about. Thank you very much. DSP Alexander Obeying, Director of Training and Research with the MTTD of the Ghana Police Service. On Facebook, Abubakar Mohammed says the corrupt officials must be put behind bars. I'm totally grateful you stay through Newsdesk. I'll see you again at midday on News Today. Don't forget, at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. today here on Joynews, yeah, there will be a repeat broadcast of the Soul Takers, the investigative piece that exposes the rot in our system that is causing a lot of road crashes and carnages on our roads. My name is Kemini Nyamani Amana. Goodbye.